They said it was just a Halloween broadcast, but what aired that night was never meant to be heard. Welcome to another terrifying tale, the Halloween broadcast that shouldn't have aired. You're watching Mr. Creepy Official, stay till the end if you dare. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, before the signal finds you. Red Circle. Halloween night in my town was always a big deal, parades, bonfires, trick-or-treating. But that year, the local radio station promised something special. They called it the Midnight Signal, a one-time Halloween broadcast that would connect you to the other side. I worked part-time at the station, doing overnight maintenance. Around 11:30 p.m., the studio lights flickered, once, twice, then every monitor glitched into static. My headset caught a faint whisper. "Don't let it finish." I thought it was interference. But when I checked the signal feed, the system had queued up an audio file that wasn't in the playlist. Its name was simply Halloween.mp3, and it was set to air automatically at midnight. The file had no metadata. Just a timestamp, October 31st, midnight. And a warning in the notes. Do not broadcast under any circumstance. Midnight came. I tried to delete the file, but it reappeared in the queue every time I removed it. The red on-air light flickered to life on its own. The sound that played wasn't a song. It was a voice. A deep, wet whisper repeating a single phrase in perfect rhythm with my heartbeat. If you hear me, you're already part of it. Every dial on the mixer spun by itself, peaking in the red. Then came a static-heavy scream, so loud it cracked the glass panel in front of me. The broadcast lasted 3 minutes and 47 seconds. When it ended, every clock in the station froze at 12:03 a.m. Outside, the trick-or-treaters had gone silent. I looked out the window. The street was empty. Every pumpkin's light had gone out at once. I searched the archives the next day. There was no record of Halloween.mp3, but in the old basement, among dusty reel-to-reel tapes, I found one marked, Signal 1978. When I played it, the same whisper came through, older and slower. Don't let it finish. Halfway through, a man's voice cut in, desperate, shaking. It doesn't end the transmission, it ends the town. That year, 1978, the station had mysteriously shut down for 6 months. The newspaper archives said, technical failure. But the obituaries spiked that same week, families found dead in their homes, clocks frozen at 12:03 a.m. By Halloween night the following week, everyone had heard the rumor. People tuned in on purpose. They wanted to hear the cursed broadcast. At 11:59 p.m., my phone buzzed with hundreds of notifications, everyone talking about the signal coming back. Then I saw it again, on the control monitor. Halloween.mp3 had reappeared. Only this time, the file name had changed, Halloween 2023_final.mp3. The warning line had vanished. In its place was a new one. This time, IT finishes. I shut off the power, pulled the plugs, but the red on-air light stayed on. And in the dead silence of the room, I heard my own recorded voice whispering through the speakers. If you hear me, you're already part of it. At 12:03, everything in town stopped again. Street lights. Traffic. The hum of electricity. Then the whispers began outside, echoing from every window, every car radio, every phone speaker left on standby. People tried to run, but wherever they went, the sound followed. Those who listened too long went still, eyes open, mouths moving silently. Like they were repeating the signal word for word. I barricaded myself in the control room, covering my ears, but it didn't help. The whispers were inside my head now. Finish the broadcast, finish it. The monitor showed the file still playing, timer frozen at 3:47, endless, looping. And then I realized the voice I was hearing wasn't coming from the speakers anymore. It was coming from me. No one ever found my coworkers. The town was declared abandoned after Halloween night. But when I checked online weeks later, I found something that froze my blood. A new video had been uploaded to the station's old YouTube channel. Title: The Halloween Signal, Full Broadcast. Duration: 3:47. It had already reached 1.2 million views. The comments were filled with timestamps, theories, and one recurring phrase. Clock stopped at 12:03. I'm recording this from what's left of the studio. The red light has turned on again. If you're hearing my voice now, turn off your screen. Because once the signal finishes, it won't be just my town anymore. Skull, the Halloween broadcast that shouldn't have aired. A Mr. Creepy official original.